Hello everyone, and welcome to the first installment of a new workout structure that we're going to be trying out called 6 ladders. These are very short, quick, and efficient movement sessions that can be done if you are strapped for time. They can be completed in under 10 minutes. And the way that this works is we are going to cycle through 6 different exercises for a certain amount of time for each exercise with 60 seconds of rest in between, and repeat that for 2 total rounds, equaling about 8.5 to 10 minutes depending on how long it takes you to get from one movement to the other. So 6 exercises, 6 ladders, starting at 60 seconds for the first exercise, then 50 seconds for the second exercise, 40 seconds for the third, 30, 20, 10, again resting for a minute, and then repeating that circuit twice. This is my guide here. If you can't see this, I will have an overlay on the recording here so that you know what we're going to be doing. But just like I do for our live workouts, I'm going to show you all of the movements that we're going to be doing in today's session first, all of the modifications and movement options that you have for each of those exercises, and then we're going to hit play. We're going to start this and run it through together in real time. So for this first session, the 60-second block or slot that we are doing are skater steps. This one's going to prioritize balance and coordination. I like to put my hands behind my back like this, step to the side, bring that one leg behind you, find your balance, and alternate back and forth as quickly as you can go while maintaining your control and balance, finding a nice groove, cadence, and rhythm. I like to really think about driving my big toe down through the floor to balance myself and stabilize my ankles and knees over my foot. And if you need a little bit of additional help and support during these, you can always do them with your hands on a table, countertop, or even wall to allow yourself to move through this and stabilize yourself over those joints with a little bit of assistance. So 60 seconds straight through of skater steps, and then we immediately move into 50 seconds of switch kicks like this. And if you cannot jump or hop, you can do alternating leg raises like this. And as always, if you need to hold on to something for balance and support, you can do that as well. And these we are doing again as quickly as you can comfortably and safely do, under control, to get that heart rate elevated 50 seconds straight through, immediately moving into 40 seconds of floor to ceiling taps, which look like this. Squat down, touch the floor, up to the ceiling, squat down, touch the floor, up to the ceiling, squat down, touch the floor, up to the ceiling. If you have a chair near you or a coffee table like I do, you can do the same thing by bending over, touching the floor, standing up, just doing a chair squat variation like this. But regardless, we are doing 40 seconds of floor to ceiling taps, then immediately moving into 30 seconds of step back twists like this. A little bit of balance, control, coordination, core rotation as well. This can also be done seated like this, more so just stepping to the side, but still incorporating that rotational component of the core. Immediately moving into 20 seconds of plank shoulder taps. If you can hold a full plank position on the ground like this, that is fantastic. Again, as fast as you can go while controlling yourself and staying stable and braced. And as always with plank variations, you can elevate your hands as high as you need to and perform the same movement like this all the way up to a wall if you need to do so. And then we are finishing off with 10 seconds, so the shortest block of this circuit of mountain climbers. So if you're on the floor, you can move right into 10 seconds of mountain climbers, again, going as fast as you can. And if you need to do so with your hands elevated, that's absolutely fine. Whichever position you are in for the plank shoulder taps will likely be where you are for the mountain climbers as well. Again, resting for 60 seconds after all of that is done straight through, repeating it from the top one more time, and then you're done. You are finished. So I am going to work the timer for us, and we're going to run through this in about 10 minutes live in real time together for a quick, efficient movement session for the day. There's my timer. Stopwatch So find yourself in the position in an area that you have kind of like an arm's distance circumference around you, because we are going back and forth a little bit. Again, starting with the skater steps for 60 seconds, and we will begin that now. Again, these are somewhat about speed, but more so about how quickly you can move while staying in control, stabilizing your joints over top of one of each other, not having to put your foot down because you've lost your balance. And I will say, even after just demonstrating it one singular time, I've already got that rhythm cadence down a little bit. My proprioception, or awareness of my body in space, has improved, and my balance is better already. We're about halfway through. Again, 60 seconds of this. Not so much about getting the heart rate elevated, but we are moving, creating awareness around your body, stability, balance, control, coordination. 10 more seconds, and then we immediately move into the switch kicks or standing alternating leg raises in 3, 2, and 50 seconds. Ooh, start that timer. Go. If you can stay on your toes and kick with mostly straight legs, slight bend in the knee as you land. You can move through these as quickly as you can. A little bit of cardio incorporated here, but in a short burst. We're only doing this for 50 seconds, and we're halfway through that at this point. I'll take this time to catch my breath, because I lose it when I try and speak during these sessions while I am doing them. 15 more seconds. Then we move into floor to ceiling taps for 40. Again, using a chair to do a chair squat version if you need to. Transitioning into that in 3, 2, 1, 40 seconds. Make sure to breathe. Try and find a place to look every time you go down and up, to keep any type of dizziness at a minimum from going up and down, and having your line of sight being so mobile and ever changing. We're at 30 seconds, so we only have 10 more here. And then we move into 30 seconds of step back twists. Again, seated on a chair if you need to. That's 40 seconds. Move into those step back twists now. And at this point, you should be warm. Blood should be circulating, should feel loosened up. Once we get through this entire circuit once, you should then be really geared to push it a little bit, sweat a little bit, and finish out the second half of this strong. In 5 seconds, we drop down to the floor. 20 seconds of plank shoulder taps. Those start now. Again, if your hands are elevated, that's perfectly fine. You're likely going to keep them elevated in 10 seconds when we transition into mountain climbers for 10 seconds. And during that 10-second burst, we go as fast as we can. And we do so in 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds of work. Keep that core braced. Find that rhythm and cadence, but drive those knees up as fast as you can. 3, 2, and take your minute rest. We're halfway done. 60 seconds of rest. We repeat that from the top one more time, and we finish strong. I'm gonna grab some water, but I'll be right back. You can still hear me. This is one of those things I should have mentioned at the beginning. Not only find the space that's appropriate for you, but make sure you have what you need within arm's reach as well, which would be a timer if you're not following this along live with me, and or water. To stay hydrated, or as my daughter calls it, frustrated. She says you gotta stay frustrated when she drinks water. She'll get it. 20 more seconds. Starting at the top with skater steps again. Holding on to something for balance and support if you need to. Again, you should have that core temperature be elevated. Should be nice and warm. Things should feel nice and loose. We should be able to push it a little bit more this time. Go a little bit more quick. A little bit more quickly. We begin again from the top in 3, 2, 1, 60 seconds. You are going to be done in about 3.5 minutes. Again, short, quick, convenient movement breaks, perfect to be done in the office, before or after lunch. If you only got a little bit of time before a kid wakes up, whatever it may be. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands there. Again, I put mine behind my back. That's just why, or how I picture ice skaters, speed skaters to move in the position for them to be in. So I do so as well. I don't know that it actually does anything meaningful, but again, stack those joints, ankles, knees over toes, drive that big toe down into the floor to maintain that balance. We've only got 10 more seconds, and then we move into switch kicks or standing, alternating leg raises in 3, 2, 1. Begin. 50 seconds. Again, this will be where I don't talk. I just move and breathe. Jumping is good. If we're not jumping, our bones are aging. This will keep you young. 20 more seconds. We're past the 30-second mark. From here, 40 seconds of floor to ceiling taps. Again, seated if you need to. 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 40 seconds on the clock. Tap, reach, tap, reach. If you can go a little bit quicker, work those squats a little bit, work those legs, those glutes, those quads. Heart rate will definitely be elevated from going up and down after these. We're halfway through. 30 seconds of step back twists. Come after this. If you can hear my shoulder popping every time I put my arms overhead in my microphone, I apologize. 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds. Step back twist. Come on, timer. Little core rotation. Step back, cross over that back leg over or behind the front. Breathe. Control the core movement. Control that twist. 5 more seconds. And then we get into that plank position. We finish it out strong for the final 30 seconds. Plank shoulder taps start now. If you need a little bit more time to transition from position to position, that's absolutely fine. Again, it'll take somewhere between 8.5 to 10 minutes to complete this whole thing, depending on how long it takes you in between. And if you need a little bit more rest in between rounds, 10 seconds, mountain climbers, as fast as you can. Keep it under control, but drive those knees forward, back, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 6 ladders, episode 1, day 1, installment 1. More to come. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next week.